Hey, my tea babies, I am back with some more tea. Now, I know all across America that we are having problems with migrants, okay? And I know I only know my city, which is Chicago. And they actually is not treating the local people here right at all. I have clips from what people are doing for the migrants. I also have information from people that talk to me about the migrants. In between the clips, I will be giving my little info, my opinion, and what people done told me across the city. So I'm going to let you guys hear what the news clip says, and I'm going to give my opinions afterwards. So I just want you guys to listen and watch these clips, and afterwards I will be telling you guys what the other people in the city, around the city, told me. Okay? So enjoy these little clips, and I will be coming in between and actually telling you more information.
Team data analysis revealing through mid-August at least 83 million Chicago taxpayer dollars have been spent on this crisis. And city insiders tell the I-Team the total amount is likely closer to 130 million. Three companies receiving the largest share of funds, 94% of the total invoiced amount.
We've challenged our staffing contract firm to bring their price point down. We understand that there's a premium that's being paid because they're recruiting from all over the country.
Chicago is spending about $5 million per week, and more migrants are coming.
It used to be around 40 average people coming in daily. Now it's north of 100. The take on.
If we are receiving individuals from the state of Texas via plane, paid for by FEMA dollars, with no confirmed sponsor, why is FEMA not sending us more dollars?
Now you heard her say that the migrants is being flew in. So they are being flew in by an airplane that FEMA is paying for. They are not being drove across the country to the cities that they actually feel like they being sent to. They're getting dropped off at O'Hare Airport or maybe Midway, and then they're being taken to police stations or maybe a shelter. I'm not for sure, but that's what they're doing. But this is how a lot of people been telling me that they are being like told in their country, okay, you're leaving out tonight, and they'll get to the airport, they'll fly them to the city that they were supposed to be flew to, okay? After they get flew to, say, this says Chicago. When they get off the plane, they are being handed a phone, a snap card, which is a link card, and the link card has $5,000 on there and $2,000 in link. Now, I'm asking these people, how do they know that? A lot of them telling me that they work amongst them in places like when they have to ride them to the places like the police stations and stuff like that. But they are being handed a link card with money on there with $5,000 and plus $2,000 in stamps. And now the city is talking about handing them $2,200. So on top of the $5,000 they already getting, they are handed more money when the city is not doing nothing for the residents in Chicago. Some of the people is homeless. They have not did anything for the homeless in Chicago. We have vets. We have seniors. We have disability people that's homeless. They didn't actually offer them anything. When it's real cold, it get really cold here. I mean, double digit cold. And they have not did anything for these poor people on the streets, homeless people, mental people. But when the migrants get here, they hand them automatically $5,000 on a link card from public aid. And public aid is also giving them a link card with $2,000 on there. When we have actually people, actually it's really hungry here in the city and they not doing anything for them. We have kids that's hungry and they is not doing nothing for them. We have grandparents that have their grandkids and they refuse to give the grandparents stamps for the grandkids. They will give them cash, but not much. They will give one child money. Actually, one child gets, I think, $100 and some dollars. Two kids will get $200 and something. That's not right at all. That's not right for the grandparents, and that's not right for the grandkids. Second, when you have immigrants that come in your city, they don't have no rights to be treated way better than the residents of that city. And that's what's going on here. So when all these people out here is handing them water, food, clothing, shoes, money, remember, they are getting $5,000 a month plus food stamps $2,000 a month. I don't know what they doing with all this money, but they making more money than me. And probably half of the city. So they are getting treated way better than the residents of Chicago. So like I said, remember what I said. They are getting $5,000 in cash, $2,000 in food stamps. And they also, the city is planning on giving them the additional $2,200 plus $9,000 for them to have a residence in their name for 6 months. So they are making way more money than me and the rest of the people that live in the city of Chicago. So I'm going to let you finish watching these clips.
City officials say safety committees that will include CPD will be put together to deal with public security at the new base camps once they're erected. The $29 million contract with Garda World to build and manage those camps was signed last week. The total cost of the migrant crisis projected to hit $250 million by the end of the year. Chuck Gowdy, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Really want to get this out right now about this $2,200 for migrants, because this has sent the internet, okay, in a frenzy. All right, so as of right now, city officials in Chicago, Illinois said soon people may see 20 to 25 buses of migrants a day. So as of right now, more than 15,000 migrants have arrived in Chicago since of about August of last year, and the number is expected to double in the next several weeks, according to officials. Now, a lot of people are saying they are getting everything. They're getting so much stuff. But when they arrived in the country, they had to struggle on their own and make that transition on their own. Then you have a lot of other people are like, well, hey, look, I lost my store during the pandemic, and when I asked for help, I couldn't even get the help. So where's the help for the people themselves? And a lot of people are upset because there was like this thing that's going out around where they will get. Now, a lot of people are upset right now, and the city has created a program that will provide not only shelter, but food and health care for the new arrivals. And people are alleging that this discouraged them from finding jobs or even leaving the shelter. Now, remember last month, President Joe Biden did announce that he was granting a temporary legal status and work permits to thousands of like Venezuelan migrants who have crossed into the U.S., but advocates cautioned him that this process could take months to trickle down. Now, the state would not release the exact number that they're going to get, but some people are saying that they're going to get around $2,200 a month in EBT. So let me know. Now, this conversation that we're going to discuss in the comments, guys, it is not meant to attack anyone at all. I just wanted to let you or make you aware of what's going on. This is not to sit up here and try to belittle any type of ethnicity or go around anyone, but a lot of people in Chicago are very upset about the $2,200 a month that will be coming to some of these migrants.
See what I mean? They are getting more than us here. And I don't think it's right. And I think it's just wrong how they treating the resident here in Chicago. So I just had to put it out there, you guys. I just had to let you guys know what's going on in Chicago. It's ridiculous how they treating the residents here, and they don't care about us. They don't care. They care about the migrants, but they don't care about the residents. So I'm going to finally let you hear the last clip, and then I'll let you guys know my opinion afterwards.
Welcome back. We are learning much more about the migrant crisis right here in Chicago. I spoke with Christina Passioni-Zayas, the city's first deputy chief of staff. She gave me insight on how the crisis is impacting the city and the state financially. Already this week, 41 buses have rolled into Chicago, and that means there are now 11,000 migrants living in shelters. 4,000 are still sleeping on police station floors and staying at the airport. Now, this is really startling. 30% of migrants here in Chicago are children. Majority of them are attending Chicago public schools. Right now, the state is footing the bill for what they call temporary housing, apartments and homes that are rented out for migrants. The state is paying on the high end $9,000 in rental assistance over a 6-month period of time. With that comes help moving in and a starter kit to furnish the apartment.
That rent lasts for 6 months, and ideally people would have started their legal process, secured legal work authorization, and then be able to sustain that apartment. And so the cost, or I guess the payment towards the landlord, is based on market rate. It's based on the configuration of the apartment, how many rooms, where it's located, all of those things. And so it kind of varies from place to place.
We ran out of time, but I did reach out to the city to see how many asylum seekers are currently taking advantage of the rental assistance program. We haven't heard back from the city on that. The city put $4 million towards helping migrants get temporary housing. The state added $38 million to that. And right now, there are only 30 to 40 case management workers from Catholic Charities working to get thousands of migrants temporary housing. And I'm told there's a push to hire more. Scott?
See what I'm talking about? Now, I also had somebody else come up to me and tell me about how the migrants, okay, we have like little donated bins. They come in blue bins. These are big containers that you throw your donated clothes in there, and so the truck can come after you get full and actually pick them up. We have blue ones, and then we also have the green ones. Now, they was actually putting their kids, these are the migrants, putting their kids in the thing. It's like a big old chute. You open it up and then you just drop the clothes down in there. They was having their kids to be dropped down in there so they can get the clothes out from in the containers. And so now half of the city is not even donating the clothes no more. They actually just would take it to the Salvation Army themselves, and the containers is not being actually full because they will actually do all that and then have clothes scattered all over the parking lots of the grocery stores parking lots. So they also is in the grocery stores parking lots begging for money, begging for food, and they getting all that money. All that money. They making more money than me. They making more money than everybody that actually is trying to get by. Most of the people that live in Chicago, as I was told, is living paycheck to paycheck. But that I done actually seen people walk up to these migrants that's sitting in um, Jules parking lot or Mariano's parking lot and handing them food or bottles of water, you know, or maybe money. And they're getting more money than this person that's actually handing them this food and clothes. They will pull up in cars and give them bags and suitcases of clothes. And most of the people, they don't know how much they are getting. But they are getting more than that person that's giving them the charity. And so I would love for y'all to hear this. I would love for y'all to share this video and let these people know across the nation of what these migrants are doing to us. Like I said, I know it's not only in Chicago. I know it's in other cities that people are living paycheck to paycheck to get by with their families. And the migrants is getting more than them. So please share this video across YouTube or wherever you can to get the word out, to let the people know how much the migrants is getting in food stamps and in cash. I know in Chicago they are treating them like they are queens, kings, and princes and little kings. The kids also. I know of what a lady that works around them. She all told me that they give the adults $5,000. So the mom gets 5,000, the dad gets 5,000, and each of the kids get 1,500. So, say for instance, if they got 4 kids, could you imagine how much that money is? That's a lot. That's a very lot. But all they doing is sending half of that money over to Venezuela or wherever they from. And they get this every month, they say. Every month. So if you can these people that much, how you expect for them to go out and get a job? They also, did you hear the news lady said that they are going to be sending them up and they're going to be giving them $9,000. That's with furniture, rent included. You know, that's a lot of money. That's a very lot of money. A lot of money for someone that just entered the country. And I see why everybody's running to Chicago. Because they're getting out free money here. And they're treating the residents of Chicago like crap. They're treating the homeless people like crap. They're treating the grandparents and the mental ill like crap. They don't care about us. But when it comes down to actually getting our votes, then they care. But I'm going to let you guys know, I'm not voting this year because they're the people that's supposed to be running Chicago. They don't care about me, and they don't care about my city. So why would I care about their votes? Why would you want my votes if you're not doing anything for my city or me and my family or the homeless or the mental ill or the grandparents that's actually only trying to raise their grandkids? So the 3 that I got on my thumbnail, I voted for all 3 of them. And you know what they did? They shitted on me and rubbed it in. Because all they wanted was my vote. And I'm not voting this year until I figure that I feel comfortable if that person is going to do right by me and my city and the people that lives here. Because we have also teenagers, kids that's homeless, and they're not doing anything for them. So I know, oh, I forgot to tell you too, that the migrant kids that's going to school with our kids, they haven't had their shots. They leaving them up to the migrants to get their kids vaccinated. So whatever they got, they can pass it along to our kids. And if they ain't never had a shot, like the measles or anything, they can pass it along to our kids in school. Now, the rules is in the CPS schools in Chicago, they don't let none of the kids, if they enrolled in school, they don't let none of the kids that if they just enroll, like if the parents want to enroll their kids in school, they don't let the kids start school until they have their shots. They don't let these kids come in. Princess and Prince come into our CPS schools and actually start to school without any vaccinations. So, what is the big deal about that? We have to have our kids vaccinated before we enter the school with our kids. And they can start without the vaccinations. That's not right. See what I'm talking about? See? Yes. It's a mess. It is a mess. So please that y'all are tired of hearing about Chicago and the migrants. So I'm gonna let you guys get out of here. I'm so glad that you visit my YouTube channel. But please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. For every time you hit that bell, you'll know that I'm uploading a video, guys. And please, 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 please share this video so it can get around to let everybody know what they are doing here. The people that's supposed to be running the country and running the city doing to us, the residents in Chicago. Until the next video, guys. Bye.